Hello, welcome to Little Arrow Soaps. Tonight we are working on getting close to finishing our Christmas collection. We're gonna do a couple of our soaps and then we have one more to do, but we'll do that on our bonus streamiversary on Sunday. But today technically is our streamiversary because we have been streaming and in business as a company. Our stream, it's 1 year of streaming and 3 years of business. So it's a good day. It's a busy day. And we would love for anyone and everyone to join us this Sunday. What is Sunday? Sunday would be the 1st of October to truly celebrate our Streamiversary and do some fun stuff, make some things, and just give away some stuff. Celebrate. Have a good time. Right now, I am preparing some more melt and pour mix-ins for our fruitcake soap. So I'm gonna get these melting down. We'll kind of go over what the plan is for today. All right, that's melting down. I have realized I'm missing a mold that I thought I had out. So we may have to go searching for that again later, but that's okay. We have ad breaks for that. But in the meantime, so we're gonna be starting off with our winter candy apple soap after we make some embeds for our fruitcake soap. Then, once we've got all of those made, we'll make our fruitcake soap. And then we'll move into our eggnog soap, which is going to be a frosted soap and hopefully as pretty as I am planning it to be. We're working with some really discoloring fragrances today, so we'll be using some fragrance stabilizer, but we're going to try and minimize it because we are getting close to the holiday season, which I know feels terrible to say, but we don't want to risk it taking too long to cure with the extra stabilizer and all of that. So let's see this melt properly. Yes. Tired? Quick, why are we tired? We must not be tired. We have much to do. Did I make this green enough? Yeah, I think that looks good. So we're filling up our cavity mold here. Try and keep it clean for as long as I can. Makes my life easier. The focus and concentration, I still spill. So the idea with these is to emulate the candied fruit inside of a fruitcake, because our fragrance oil discolors deep brown. So we're gonna work with that by not caring and make a deep brown color anyway. Oh, quick. celiac. Sorry about the PMS. That sucks. I firmly believe on the next model of human that the uterus should be a removable, optional, seasonal part. Only installed when necessary. Like snow tires, you know? Turn off your volume. Ooh, that was hot. Hey, if you're just gonna stand there and look pretty for a second, and I know.
Okay, for reference, I'm sitting here in front of a tray of bath bombs, about to start wrapping them up, and she's saying I'm sitting here looking pretty.
But you're so cute.
Yes, I'm looking pretty, I guess.
Yep. Would you mind going in the soap room and setting a second set of eyes to see if you can see the heart embed, column embed? I did not see it when I was in there, and I checked out here again. And I would like to get one of those made, but it's okay. We can make it later if we need to. Alright. Yellow's going in the microwave. This is the tiny one, so I can stand here with it because I don't trust it to not overflow. And I'm tired of them overflowing. No, not quite. Oh, hello, Grim. Stay out of the kitchen. You're looking very handsome today, Grim. You have a very nice toy there. But that toy and you do not belong in the kitchen. Okay, go on. Alright. Mixy. Hi, Frogman. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for sticking with us this crazy year. So, big question about just holidays in general. Has anyone here ever actually eaten fruitcake? Or is it just one of those things that everyone talks about but no one's truly experienced? Because, like, I've had it because my grandmother, for some reason, thought people liked it. No one did. But she kept buying it for gifts for people, and it just kind of became a joke for a while. So, Midnights, you don't like it? Was it like the store-bought gross one, or was it more homemade? Because I've seen some homemade ones that look pretty good. No, you didn't like it? We may have to try and make something good this year, you know? Might have to try it. Alright. Got these setting. I've got this setting. I think that's going to be enough cherries. Let's see what this looks like in here. No, that's not going to be enough cherries. But I also want to get some different shapes going. So I think I'm going to do some irregular red shapes as well. So let's melt down some red. So I have the rest of a block of red that I already pre-made. I want these to be slightly transparent, just like the candied fruit in a fruitcake is, but I can't do that. I will forgive myself. Let's go with that much. Let's melt some more. So this will be pretty heavy with the fruit melt and pour, but it should all be good. The scent we're using is pretty strong. It discolors a bit, but we're going to work with that in our favor. Almost melted. Take this one to stir because it's got more red on it already. Okay. Some more red. I think we can do some more though. Always more, you know? So much. Melt and pour. We'll give the yellow some more too. Any luck?
Oh, Hail Mary real quick.
I'm sure I put it in some place so that I would remember where I put it. Well, we do plan on doing tidying. I'm sure we'll find it in the next few days. Are we warm enough to melt the last of the soap blocks? Let's find out.
Alright, I got some good news and I got some bad news.
Okay.
I'll let you guess what the good news is.
You found it.
And here's the bad news. It's covered in grimbleweeds.
Oh no, not grimbleweeds.
I'm just gonna wash it off.
Thank you so much. So grimbleweeds are dog hair, Grim hair, because Grim has long hair on parts of his body. So when Grim hair goes somewhere, we call it a grimbleweed. Anyone with hairy dogs knows. Hello, Abby. Welcome on in. We're mixing up some melt and pour soap to make some in-beds for our fruitcake themed soap. This way, you can give someone fruitcake at Christmas and they'll actually enjoy it.
Don't eat it.
Don't eat it. I mean, arguably, the consensus seems to be also don't eat regular fruitcake, so this one will be less tempting than some of our other slightly food-related works.
Look, I've never actually had a fruitcake before, but I'm fairly certain that if we were to try a good one, we would realize that it's just one of those things that has a really bad rap in Hollywood, like meatloaf.
Yeah,
We've
I
had
thought...
some amazing meatloaf before.
I did not eat meatloaf until I was in high school because of media.
You know what? As long as you don't cook it forever and you put some good seasonings in the sauce and in the meat
And let it drain. I had a friend recently who's like, let's make it, or I bought a loaf pan just to make meatloaf. I'm like, yeah, that's for shaping. It's really, I like it best when it has the opportunity for some of the fat to drain off of it. Or else it gets soupy like that one time you made it in the crock pot.
Hey. I thought we were avoiding talking about that.
I was not there.
It was bad. Don't make meatloaf in a crock pot.
Does not work.
it has the opposite effect of the reason why it has a bad rap in movies. Instead of being
dry and flavorless, it's
dry pump
soup.
of sadness, it's fat soup.
Yeah.
Which is not as fun as it sounds.
Nope. It's melting slowly. But I'm gonna toss it in the microwave. I think it's safe to microwave it again. It has cooled down some. You're amazing. Thank you. Okay, just a little bit more heat. That should finish that.
Mustard seed, yeah. Not sure if I've had it with mustard seed, but it sounds good.
I usually put some mustard in my loaf.
Oh, just regular mustard, you would be surprised at how many dishes just that little addition will elevate.
Oh yeah.
Chili, mac and cheese.
Oh, I love it in chili. Did I introduce you to it in chili? Or is that sour cream? It might have been
I think that was sour cream, so I don't think I was doing that before.
Yeah.
I'm going to move this before I break it.
That's a good call. Alright. So I want loose, irregular shapes, like all the other candied fruit, not just the maraschino cherries. So we're going to pour this in here so that it can solidify in a flat. And then we'll chop it up. How are you doing? You're not ready. Okay. I started making some of these before stream because I know they take a while, but that's okay. I think this will do it though. I don't want too many in there or else it doesn't start to stick together. I think so far our mix is pretty good. We definitely need the green, definitely need a little bit more red and yellow, but I think we'll finish off our current cup of yellow and maybe a little bit more, and that should give us kind of what we're aiming for. So, that being said, let's prep our colors for our first soap. Soap. Oh, hi, Bunny. Bunny making noises over in the corner. Nimbus! Welcome in, guys.
Nimbus. Hello, I've not seen you in a long time.
Yeah. Welcome in. How was your day? What did we do? What did we make? Where's my little mix? There it is.
On! Moko!
Moko!
Good to see you all.
Ah! Of course they come when I'm stepping off screen to go grab stuff. Hello, guys. All right. I've got red. Or yeah, we got pink, got red, got, where's my darker green, and the best fragrance name on earth, the maniacal, or color name, the maniacal pea.
Maniacal pea will be one of the colors in the Hades, so.
Oh yeah, it's such a good color. Hello, Vaughn. Welcome in. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. As we were saying a little earlier, did I just cut myself? No, I did not cut myself. Yay. Not what I was saying earlier. But today is our 1-year anniversary streaming and our 3-year anniversary of starting our business. So, lots to celebrate today.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how many people we told whenever we first started streaming that kind of coincidentally, our very first stream was on our 2-year anniversary of the business.
Yeah, we've been married longer than that.
Yep, we're going on 5 years now.
5 indeed.
Mm-hmm. So I can't believe it's already been a year. And congrats on 3 whole years in business. Okay, am I talking to Derek or Devin?
Okay.
Or both?
A little bit of both, a little bit of everybody. Who knows? But yeah, it's crazy that it's already been a year. I was just looking back and I'm like, oh yeah, we started off with Christmas stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the very first stream was that Buddy the Elf soap.
Yeah. Which, conveniently, if you want some of that soap, we still have it because it didn't do very well.
I blame it on the packaging.
Yeah.
Because we use a different kind of packaging and you can't
smell it.
smell it as well
Alright.
as you can the other soaps. But it could also just be that maple syrup maybe isn't.
Well, the stuff we blended with maple syrup did well. So maybe we should have blended it.
Yeah.
Because our maple syrup blends do really well. People like the idea of breakfast cereal or breakfast, but not always the maple syrupiness of it.
Oh, I almost forgot. I saw Janie in here too. Gotta shout her out. Our favorite cup maker.
Janie! One of your cups is next to me, actually. Maple bourbon is good. Yeah, that's definitely... We've got a bourbon fragrance that we need to try out.
Yeah, we should do that. But yeah, these are the lessons that you learn that you don't really know until the product's out there.
But also it's important to actually like stay with the fragrances and stuff that you like.
Yeah,
we shouldn't yeah.
Where are we at?
I can't read it on here.
Are we 1 away?
We're close.
We're 2 away.
Okay. But yeah, a lot of people will start making fragrances that everybody requests, and you'll get a whole bunch of the same thing. And so I've tried to not do that. Tried to stay true to kind of the stuff that we like, because there's no point in selling it if it's not something we wouldn't use ourselves. And even some of the suggestions that we've gotten, we've kind of tailored more towards our taste and our scent profile. Yeah.
So many people love lavender, but neither of us do.
Nope. But lavender with lemon, like it a lot. Or the eucalyptus. I don't mind it. People go crazy for it. I prefer the gardenia. All right.
So
let's get some green mixed up here.
So everyone that came in with the raid knows we are 2 followers away from 500. We have our big anniversary stream coming up on Sunday. We would love to see you all there, and every milestone that we hit with follows, we give away one of our giant 1.5-pound soaps shaped like a Millennium Falcon, and we would absolutely love to do that during the anniversary stream. So we're hoping to get to 500 before then.
Yep. Did you just hear thunder, or was that something else?
I did not.
Nope, I just saw lightning out the front window. So,
okay, so
if we lose anyone, there's a storm. Demon Speed, thank you.
All right, one more follow.
Those look pretty. Yes, this is one of my favorite, like, non-traditional Christmas ones that we do. So we kind of do the, like, slightly retro pastel-y Christmas color scheme with the soft pink, red, soft green, and normal green. Kind kind of a little different take. And it's a really nice appley, cold appley fragrance. So I like this blend. This one is the only survivor from our first Christmas, actually. This year we're doing, last year we did one new fragrance, and we did some new fragrances in
Wait, which one is this?
Winter Candy Apple.
Oh yeah. Okay. I always forget about that one.
Yeah, same. Which is why so many times I've like gotten through our Christmas stuff and be like, okay, we're gonna start making Christmas soap. Oh wait, I never ordered that one. Okay. These are still warm, but almost there.
There wasn't a storm, but it was light raining this evening when my dad and I got a new van. Hey, that's exciting. What y'all get the new van for?
Okay, this one's ready. While that one finishes firming, let me add some more to the heat.
Shout out Anchor too, because I saw her little blue hair emote up there, so we know she's lurking, even though she's streaming right now.
Never a dull moment.
Fantastic wood burner, just had a giant shock drop. Lots of cool stuff there, right? I think it's just the anchoredalbatross.com, but I'm not 100% on that. If anyone has the website, please drop it, because I'm over here packaging.
Yep. All right. Now we also have a new cam for. Thank you, Humble Brown. We also have a new cam for Grimm Rewards, because the Grimm boy is, of course, best boy. Winter Candy Apple, and use our bucket to hold this up.
Do we have that active? Yeah, we have it active. Okay. We have a community channel point redemption to get Grimm a bully stick, which is his favorite treat, and he will have to work for it, so it'll be on cam for a little bit.
Grimm is our dog, our big German Shepherd Irish Wolfhound mix. He's a big boy, he's a lover boy, he's a good boy. Where is my knife?
Alright, thanks to Humbler John and Quicksilver, we are 54% now.
Nice.
You guys?
Alright, I'm gonna chop this guy up and add him to our fruitcake fruit, representing the candied pineapple. Couple more of those, and these green guys should be done soon. Yeah, they still feel a little too soft. So, let's set this aside for right now. And we're going to get our oils and our lye together. So, I have my oils. I have my mixer. I have my safety equipment, because lye is a dangerous chemical. You do not want it on your skin. So before I grab my lye, I am going to put on my green screen gloves.
Oh, Abby, you're working on perler beads.
Oh, nice! What kind of shape are you, or scene are you working on?
We do have Discord if anyone would like to share their work with us.
Yes.
We have a Shark section in the Discord, which Shark stands for sharing art.
And we have downtime every so often throughout the process that will pull things up.
Yep.
now we're safe. We're gonna go grab our lye. Nothing like some caustic chemicals to keep the day going.
Keeps you on your toes.
Indeed it does. Mix it, mix it.
I'm making a couple of earrings and a D&D dice plate. I might also make some earbud cases. That sounds amazing. Yeah, we would love to see that, so share away.
Gently carry over our lye water. Alright.
Gently, gently, gently.
So we're gonna add our lye water to our oils. Our oils here are a mixture of olive oil, coconut oil, and castor oil. Good for sensitive skin, good lather, not too harsh, not too overbearing in any way. And we've got our stick blender plugged in. That's a key step.
It works best in that state.
It tends to. I'll burp our mixer and start the chemical process. So we blend these to emulsion, and then the lye will react with the oils to create soap, which that process takes about 24 to 48 hours. So tonight we'll pour it as it begins to thicken, and then that chemical process will complete over the next day. We will demold them tomorrow, allow them to firm up and oxidize a little bit, and then, well, I guess we're not going to cut them. We could save them till
the
Sunday.
interview's not until 8. We could do like a very quick.
We could do a cut stream.
Yeah, we might have time for that. So, anyone who knows our good friend Mr. ADHD Games, I will be doing an interview with him on Thursday. I was just recently diagnosed with ADHD, and I guess we're gonna talk about the process. Find out what kind of questions he has in store. But that is happening on Thursday at 8 o'clock Central. There we go. And here's his channel. Whether or not you come on Thursday, he's just a really good dude to hang out with, so please give him a follow.
Okay. Let's get these colors mixed in. So we'll start with our green here. Now, this green is one that will discolor as we're making the soaps. You'll notice it'll start to change to kind of a yellowy puke green. It will come back to this initial color before we're done. Well, probably tomorrow, to be fair. But it will come back to color. It's just a discoloration that happens due to the chemical reaction. But then it kind of corrects itself once the pH is beginning to come into line. Okay. I love this color. He's my favorite one. You'll see, we use it a lot. And then we've got our pink. So this fragrance that we're going to be using, the Winter Candy Apple, is a duplication of the Winter Candy Apple from Bath & Body Works. So it's a very familiar scent for a lot of people.
Well, they call it something different, don't they?
No, we've tried to call it something different every year, and every time we just explain it as Winter Candy Apple, so I've given up trying to make it unique. And yeah, like, people know Winter Candy Apple. We're just gonna go with it because it's not a trademarked name. It's not one that they trademarked. So their loss, our gain.
I really don't think that it's either that much of a loss for them or that much of a gain for us.
Meh.
It's their negligible loss, our negligible gain.
We've got our fragrance oil here. Exactly enough. That crisp apple, the cold, slightly floral scents with it. And then we're going to go down the line and give each some. And give it another mix. So this is kind of a well-behaved fragrance oil. It doesn't accelerate, but it doesn't slow things down either. So we do have to work with some quickness to it just because we're agitating it a lot. But it's not like some of the other ones where we gotta hustle through it in order for it to work. Mixy mixy. You can see the color starting to change on this pretty significantly from where it was. It will continue to change for a while. All right. So now this particular pattern that we're going to do is called a one pot wonder swirl. So we take our one pot and our many colors and we layer them on in.
Let's show you do this because I'm going to be doing this on Sunday.
Yep.
Spoiler alert, one of our plans for Sunday is I'm making a soap again.
And I don't have to do this in any particular order. You can if you want to, but I kind of like to go back and forth so it's very irregular.
Roll a d4.
Yeah, it'd take too much time.
Roll a bunch of d4s all at once and then look at them like that.
Or you could just grab whatever one's next.
Someone shout out a color.
Oh, are we getting the last potty run outside in before the rain? Yeah.
That's probably wise.
Out of the kitchen.
Pink has been called.
All right, we can do pink. All right, now we're going to start scraping stuff down because we need to.
Beginning to see a fatal error in what I've done.
Oh,
Yes.
what is your fatal error?
You are in super focused, time sensitive making mode, and I need to get into the closet that's behind you.
You can wait.
I will.
I think this will be the last pour of everyone.
Such a fun technique.
It really is. And it gives such a great result in the end. And you can really do multiple colors, especially if you have a nice slow moving batter, or you can do a whole bunch of layers of like different gradients of the same. It's a very versatile thing. The only problem with it is you have to have something that's at the very least a cooperative fragrance, or else you get globs, which can look cool on their own, but not as good as it does when it's done properly. All right.
I think we can get different patterns if you pour them in different sides of the
Slightly different, yeah.
Abby says, I love what you're doing. That's gorgeous.
Thank you. All right. Now we're going to go back and forth. And it's going to lay different layers.
Is that it? That's it! Aaron Brown, thank you very much. You are our 500th follower.
All right. I have a question.
Uh-huh.
We have extra.
Yeah.
We might not have an extra to make a full one. But we might.
Well, let's try it. And if we end up having a mini falcon,
Then that's what it is. All right. So we have a little extra in the bowl. We're going to add it to our falcon. This is the mold that we use for the giveaways. We use all of our extra.
Just show the size of
yeah.
it. please don't pour that on my hand.
Well, you gotta move.
I have a fairly large hand too.
He does. This is my hand. So. All right. So, there's our first one done. Moving everything away to be cleaned. This away to start setting up. And then we're gonna find a safe home for this to go to. Though I do want to add some texturing on top. So I'm going to take the back of this paintbrush here, do a little swirl. I don't want to over swirl it because it's already kind of muddled a little bit being the final pours. And then that's it for this guy. Beautiful. Let's set this aside so we can start to really set up. And we're gonna move on to our next one.
To answer your question quick, the cruise was amazing. We had an amazing time.
Glitter, glitter, glitter. There will be plenty of glitter on others.
Always.
There will be. I don't usually put it on that one just because the inside is so pretty. I feel like the glitter actually kind of takes away from it. All right. Now for, oh,
Yeah.
it's picking up some greens. Liv! Welcome on in!
The villain of our stream has arrived.
Yes. Alright.
Hey, thank you so much
Clean
for coming in.
these up.
Tell us what you were up to today, and if you have anything to share, you know where to go. Anybody else that came in with Viv's Raid, we have a Discord with a chart section. Chart stands for sharing art, and you are welcome to share anything you might be working on right now.
Everyone, please eat the soap. We need to know if it smells like it tastes.
It doesn't.
It does not.
It doesn't. I guarantee you it won't. How dare.
Maybe Lady L is our actual villain of the stream.
I don't know. It sounded to me like she was volunteering.
It might have been. Might have been. Oh, we had a power flick.
Got another little power flicker there, but
So-
looks like we're still live.
Yep.
Viv, it's don't without the exclamation mark. Oh, the cruise question I was asking for Aaron. I'm sorry. I missed that entirely.
Well, we liked our cruise too. If you care.
Aaron says I don't get on until Saturday. I got off the one I was on. Wait a minute, you're in between two cruises right now?
That sounds like
That sounds
fun.
amazing. One day.
One day we will do a back-to-back cruise.
Did I say without the exclamation mark? I meant without the apostrophe. Sorry.
You did say without the exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark DONT. That's what it is. Sorry.
Who said I'm not already the villain? I mean, I'm the brat of the stream.
Okay, now you're just messing with me. Thank you, Al.
Eh.
Boom Harris says, I finally make it back to stream again. Did you ever sell the big soap that smells like leather?
Yes, we've sold the Falcon that smells like leather a couple months back.
But we do have other Falcons.
We do.
Including one that we're going to be giving away on Sunday.
Aaron is a
because-
performer on a cruise.
Huh?
Aaron's a performer on a cruise. I almost worked on a cruise line
Oh!
right after college. That's fun.
What kind of performer? Are you at the piano bar? The piano bar is always my favorite. Except for this time. Actually, the guitar player at the
Pub was
actually beat
amazing.
up the piano bar this year, or this time.
I got the impression that it was the piano player's first cruise,
May have been.
which nothing bad about that, but
Well, no, you gotta start.
the
you gotta
God.
start somewhere.
And when we were up there, she was fun.
Oh yeah, she was a lot of fun. Don't get me
The
wrong.
other guy was just so good.
Says more about him than it does about her.
I do performances every week, twice a week. Oh, nice.
Is that a performance?
Crafting Squalls, thanks for coming in. What have you requested? You've requested a green and gold swing swirl soap that's made in the Falcon mold and smells like stinky socks.
How do you make a swing swirl on a Falcon mode? That's going to be extremely difficult.
I can do anything.
I am an expert.
Yes.
Oh my god, I gotta find that YouTube video. I'll just post it in the Discord later. It was this YouTube video called The Expert, and it was a skit from that board meeting or not the board meeting, but the work meeting that we've all been in, where the expert is being asked to do things that are impossible, and he is sitting there doing his job saying, no, that's not possible, we can't do that. And everybody's like, oh, no, don't say that, everything's possible.
Yep.
It's painful.
No experience with that, huh? None at all?
Not at all.
Now, today, to partially prove that I knew what I was talking about, I burned things at work. It was fun.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who aren't aware, there's a massive cotton shortage globally due to drought in Brazil. If you didn't know that that's where most of the cotton in the world comes from, this was news to me as well. So, because of that, some of the medical stuff that we use cotton with is starting to be cut with polyester, which isn't always a big deal, but when it comes to cast padding, which I do casting, so cast padding is dear to my heart, it can change how I manipulate it in order to properly treat patients, especially more sensitive skinned patients or patients that need more advanced casting techniques. So we've been using a replacement cast padding for the past almost year now, and I have been very vocal with my dislike of this replacement cast padding and very hopeful that we'll get back the one that I like soon. I got a package in. I was only ordering the bare minimum of what I needed so that when the stuff I want comes in, I could order my full par of it. And this last time, I saw the package and I was super excited. And I was like, oh my God, this is the old packaging. This is the old brand. Maybe they're back. And then we left on vacation, so I didn't get a chance to use it. Now I'm back and I've had a chance to use it, and it's not like it used to be. It's different. It's extremely different. Anyone who's worked with the same material every day for years knows if there's a change in your material, you notice. Mm-hmm. And I notice. And I'm like, this is odd. So I was trying to figure it out, looking over the packaging, and I noticed it no longer says 100% cotton. And I'm like, well, what's it cut with? Doesn't say. Does not say anywhere on the packaging. No longer tells us that it's made out of anything other than cotton. Not happy with this. It changes the way it tears. It puts extra tension onto the injury, which can lead to other problems. Not happy. So, I tried to figure out how I could figure out what is in this material, and I remembered that you can do a burn test on fabric in order to determine how much plastic's in it. So one of my coworkers is a smoker, and I went up to her. Well, I went to my boss first and was like, can I burn some of this to see if it's plastic? And she's like, you can do that? I'm like, yes, I can. So
full CSI on this today.
So I went to our one coworker that smokes, and I'm like, you want to go burn stuff with me in the parking lot? And she's a troublemaker, so she was super excited for a minute, and then I told her what we were doing. She's like, that's kind of cool. I thought we were going to cause destruction, but cool. So we went out. Technically we did. So we lit it on fire, and at first it started burning like cotton, and then it started behaving weird, and it started accelerating, and I couldn't just blow it out, so I ended up having to drop it and smother it with my foot. We did this on asphalt. Everything was safe outdoors. And then I grabbed the resulting mix and was looking it over, and the singe pattern was odd. So I took it inside, Googled burn patterns of different fabric blends, and was able to determine that it's somewhere between like 20 and 30% poly blend, which is a lot to not disclose. This wasn't mixing the way I wanted it to, so we're gonna mix it by hand.
Squalls, I saw your message about our package. That is awesome. We are excited. Can't wait.
Package?
So
what?
Huh? Yeah, from the giveaway. It was octopus, right?
Oh yeah. Very excited.
I'm gonna go ahead and shout Crafting out. So she's amazing crocheter.
Okay. Is this mixed enough for me for now?
And just a fun person to be around. I mean, we try to surround ourselves with good people to be around, so you can really say that about anyone here.
Indeed. All right.
So sorry I can't do the original item, but yes, you get one very cute squirrely boy. Totally understandable. I get it. You're fine.
Okay. So this is our quote-unquote dried fruit mix for our fruitcake soap. That should be enough. Yes, yes, yes. It looks so good. I love it. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Time for a quick ad. It's about that time.
Yes, we do. We have time for an ad. I am going to, while you guys are at ad, I'm going to pour my next batch of oils and pour my next batch of lye.
All right.
So that we can make this soap. Perfect.
We'll be right back. And I'm going to get some water because I am parched. And I would highly advise everyone else listening to do the same because hydration is great.
No water on the chemistry table.
But I can have water over here.
Yes, you can.
Oh!
Emotional support water bottle. I did. Recording you for today. Nope, too much.
Too much.
32. Aha, 433. For a single group. I did it. Out of the kitchen. I have lye. Out. Out, 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 out. Brim, go to your pillow. This is for your safety. Go to your pillow. I can still see you.
I can still see you, Mini-Me.
Okay.
Anybody gets that reference?
The original movie, fantastic.
Yeah.
The original show, great.
Mm-hmm.
Mix the two of them together, and Tenzin always should have been the world's angriest airbender.
Oh my god. I mean, he already kind of was,
He
but...
totally was, but now we actually get to hear the inner monologue.
Oh, yeah. The things you couldn't hear in the children's show.
Yeah. 1050. $2,056. That is fine. Oh, excuse me. We're going for our next scent. Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. Alright, we're back. Hello, welcome, thank you. And continuing on. I need my clippies. Clippies, clippies, clippies. Here's a clippy.
Can I see something here?
Here's a clippy. I need two more clippies.
Two more?
Yeah.
Will one more work?
One more could work. I know they're around. Ah, I found one more. Clippy. Oh yeah, that'll work for sure.
Oh, they might be in here.
Ingredients there.
Hardware there.
Here. Yeah. Oh, speaking of. Oh no, I left snowflakes out. But I need that for the last one. I'm not going to do that for this one because I don't need it for this one. I need it for the last one.
Flo says congrats on 500. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm really happy we were able to get it done. Well, really on our
Out
anniversary.
of the kitchen.
Because it's really today,
Out.
but our
Go to
celebration
your
isn't
pillow.
going to be until Sunday.
Go to your pillow, Grim. All right. The sad Grim boy being sent off to the pillow does not fit in there.
I guess I should change that Nightbot message now.
I suppose you should.
There's no way for that anymore. Well, someone could unfollow, and then we'd have to hit.
We'd have to find new people all over again.
You gotta hit the goal again.
Okay. So, with part of this, we're gonna do a pour off of some red for one of the hearts for our Mean One soap. We'll do that in a second. Because we're adding all of these embeds, there will be overflow from this recipe. So we're gonna use that to make our embed so we don't have as much left over. Lye water into the oils. Stick blender. Come on. Find your little notch, please. Okay, there we go. And burp our stick blender. Plug it back in because, again, that's a useful thing for it to do. There we go. Mixy mixy. Grim's at 74%.
Thank you, Frogman. Abby says I finished a pair of earrings and I'm wearing them now and we'll show them soon. Can't wait.
Very nice. All right. We are going to, oh yeah, that's right. I had that last time. We're going to make some red for our heart. A little bit of oil. And this just suspends the mica powder in the oil so it doesn't clump in the soap. Makes it much more easy to distribute. Then we're going to add, that should be the right amount. Do a little extra. I can always pour it back in here if there's extra. Mix it up real good so it's nice and red. And then my little contraption here that holds up my, there we go, holds up my stick so that it stays mostly upright as it saponifies. Let's fill it up. And I took too much, but that's okay. I'll move this to a nice safe spot to set up.
Alright, I didn't get the picture. Put it back.
No! Alright. So we're gonna put this back in here because it doesn't matter what color I make this because it's all gonna turn around. So this color that we used darkened so significantly last year that I had to swear to people that there was no color added to it. Because there was none. No color was added. So if anything, we'll have a slightly reddy pink base, which I think is perfectly fine for a fruitcake. All right, so this fragrance is called Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. It is Christmas.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna show these here real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna measure out. Again, perfect amount left over. So I do want this to thicken up a little bit before we add in our embeds so that they don't all sink to the bottom. But I'm not sure how the fragrance oil is going to do with that, so we're going to wait because we're waiting. While we wait, I'm going to grab a spatula so that we can blend that all in. All right, I'm ready. Go ahead and let's show them off. Ooh, very nice. Little dominoes, those are so cool. Ooh. I've just been introduced to this like masking tape technique, and it makes so much more sense than how I used to do perler beads when I was a kid, where we would just heat it with the iron on the perler bead tray, and we had so many partially melted trays because of that. It was kind of silly looking back. Like, that makes so much more sense. And so when we do perler beads in the future, I will now know how to actually do it. All right, I'm gonna add my fragrance oil here. Cut in there nicely, so I think we're gonna thicken up pretty good. But I'm gonna ensure that we thicken up nicely by adding some extra mixing to it. So this just helps it thicken up so that we can get it thick as we need to become our glorious fruitcake. Oh yeah, we're starting to thicken up already. So this is a blend of pine and cinnamon and a little bit of like a wintergreen and vanilla and a slight fruitiness. They say it's plum, but it smells a little bit more like rum to me, like rum raisins and stuff like that. Has a definite like holiday fragrance to it. It smells like one of those stores where they only sell Christmas ornaments. All right, I want it a little thicker than that. We'll let it set for a second. And we're gonna top this one with some gold. So I've got the gold dust. Right. Let's see if we're thick enough to support these. Looks like we are. So let's go ahead and add them in. let's thicken up a little bit more. As I mix them, they're feeling like they're sinking. So we're gonna thicken a little bit longer. Just let them sit. And while they do that, I am gonna cut up the rest of these reds. I feel like it just needs a little bit more bulk. I may not add them all in, but at least I'll have the option. Okay. Thanks so much for sharing. If you have a website or socials, yeah, I do so. I watch Perler Bead YouTuber, and he does this. He uses tweezers to rub the perler beads against the tape and poke holes, which I think is optional, but best to do so. After that, I rub the non-sticky side against the flat, smooth surface for safety. Very interesting. One of these days we'll try it. Okay. Let's get the rest of this in here. Let's see where we sit with everything. We're going to save a little bit for the top. That should be enough for the top. Okay. Mixy. Yeah, I like that concentration. I'm happy with it. Now we're gonna pour it into the mold. Now there will be some extra, but in loaf cake fashion, I'm gonna let it thicken up just a bit more and kind of pile it on top so it looks more like a mounded like loaf. Okay. Let's put these, where's my thing? Put the rest of these into my little melt and pour melter so that I can melt them down next time. So our last fragrance is going to be eggnog, and this eggnog was super popular last year in our scrubs. It's just such a warm, rich, eggy vanilla. It also is a bad discoloration one, but we're also going to use that to our advantage, and we're going to mix some color corrector in as well as not in some parts so that it kind of has different swirls of color throughout it to see what it ends up looking like. Gently scooping on top. Get all of our little fruity bits in there. So this smells better than any fruitcake I've ever smelled. I'll take that credit already. Ooh, as it sits in the soap, it's getting a little bit more of a spicy note to it. Getting more of that like cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg kind of feel. This is just such a good scent all over. And I think this is going to be a really fun one. Successfully changed. What changed? What did we change?
I haven't smelled it yet. Ooh, yeah, it smells like Christmas.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was so good last year, and this year we're actually turning into something soapy. I'm curious to see, so soap fragrances do change as the soap cures. So I'm very curious to see how this one turns out because it's very spicy. And whereas in the bottle, I got more of the pine kind of sense from it. So I am curious to see how it goes from there. All right. Put some gold all over the top. Glitter, glitter, glitter. What's the holidays without gold? Though there's some debate going around on the internet between cold Christmas people and warm Christmas people. And Zulu and I have determined I am a cold Christmas person. He is a warm Christmas person. But we make it work.
Heavy tray.
Oh yeah. Those are big boys. Zulu's gonna start packaging the snow globes. But what about you guys? Are you like warm Christmas? So we're talking like golds and dark reds, burgundies, deep greens, pine tree with like warm light candles, things like that. Or are you more cold Christmas, like the silvers and blues and lighter greens and grays? The cool light version of the Christmas lights and various things like that.
Hey, you have a friend who does soaps. Do they stream it or anything like that? Either way, they should join us.
Yeah.
We don't really, I mean, we see plenty of other soap makers on like Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and whatnot, but we haven't seen a lot of them on Twitch.
Nope.
So,
As far as I'm aware, it's just us and Llama.
Well, I mean, Soap Passion still, he does still make soap occasionally. It's just not the primary focus of his stream, it seems.
Yeah. Some of my dusters are losing their dustiness.
I have not done these. This is interesting. I might have to look at these.
Okay. I think that should do it. I am really happy with how this turned out so far.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will discolor fully like I am 100% expecting it to. At this point I would be shocked if it didn't discolor. But there's our lovely fruitcake. And this should be nice and brown by tomorrow.
Yeah, let me get a better picture.
Yes. It's so sparkly. Alright. I'm going to move this aside and grab our last oils and lye. And we'll do this next one with some special additions. Yeah. Well,
I'm
That's
gonna
what's special.
run another ad real quick while we're doing this.
Go ahead. One of these.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
I've been finding myself having better results without doing the poking method.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna,
Going back to no pokey.
yeah, I'm just gonna stop doing it myself.
Okay. We are back. I've realized I put the white back into the soap room. Do you want to get it or do you want me to go get it?
I'm good. What do you need?
The titanium dioxide, it'll be on the shelf in the closet. Oh, hi, Grim. No, out of the kitchen. I love you, you sweet boy. But dangerous chemicals are afoot. All right. So, we have our lye water, which, I'm gonna move this guy out of the way. We have our oils. Now, strictly speaking, you should always pour your lye into your oils in case there is a reaction. I know for a fact that my lye is completely inert at this moment because it's completely clear. And I know that my container is large enough that if it did decide to expand, it'll be fine. So I'm gonna break the rule technically and pour it in to the smaller container. Yay! I'm gonna scrape out my big container. It's on the shelf by the packing supplies, not with the other colors.
Sorry, can you say one more time?
It's on the shelf with the packing supplies, not the other colors. Yeah, it's in the big bucket like the gold one is.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a recipe and a third. The third is going to be used for frosting on top. So I've got my vanilla color stabilizer. I have my eggnog. Straight out of the bottle, it almost smells like bubble gum. It's so vanilla sweet. But once it processes in the soap, it won't be this sweet anymore. Which is good, because we don't want it to stay at this level. It's pretty sweet. Okay. So, for this one, I do want to add like a cinnamon element to it, but cinnamon in soap is not safe.
It's bad. Don't
Yeah.
do it.
Don't put cinnamon in your soap, but you can use walnut shell powder.
I found you something else too.
Oh, you found more cookies.
Yep.
Go ahead and put the cookies in here so that we know where they are next time. Yes. Haha! Grim, I need you to go go back to your pillow because you're trying to sit underneath the chair that I'm working on. And that's just not going to happen. Go to your pillow, please. Go to your pillow. I know you're between two pillows, but you have to make a choice. All the way.
Go on, Graham. Go to your pillow.
All right. So we need roughly equal parts of the color stabilizer and the vanilla. So we're gonna do it separately. And I don't actually want quite as much. And that's the end of that bottle. Perfect. I have another bottle from another brand I'm gonna try out. The stabilizer in and of itself smells terrible. Ugh. But that smell goes away with the saponification process, so I am not concerned. All right, we're gonna prep some white for our soap, for our frosting. Now this will not have any of the fragrance oil in it in order to maintain the white color. Because if we add the fragrance oil, it does not matter if you add titanium dioxide or not, it's gonna discolor. And we learned this the hard way when trying to make beautiful ocean soaps, and it says no. And turns brown on you the next day, and then you make Galveston soap.
Yeah, it's appropriate for Galveston.
Yeah. I think we even considered calling it Galveston Waters at some point because we were so disappointed in it. All right. So instead of adding oil to the white, we add water because it is a water-soluble pigment and not an oil-soluble one. They do sell oil-soluble ones, but the consensus from many is that the water-soluble dissolves better and is less streaky. So that's what I go with. Ugh, that stabilizer smells so bad. But it works so well, so I have to put up with it. All right.
Start wearing a full mask whenever you make soap.
Ugh. So, we got our blender. We've got our mixture. Let's blend. So I'm doing it in this container and not the regular bowl because this is a bigger amount, so it won't fit in the regular bowl. Sure we're getting all of it sitting on top. Okay, I think that will work. So let's pour off our frosting amount. Should be about that. And because of the nature of titanium dioxide and water and oil, we do need to blend this to get that white to actually stick in there. Now, our normal soap base will turn white if the color of the fragrance oil doesn't affect it, but we want this to be really white, especially in contrast to everything else. So that's why we're mixing this up. So we're gonna mix it a little longer than necessary so that it'll start to thicken up on us. set that aside and we'll bring this back in. Now, I am gonna start with all of my fragrance oil, or some, and then slowly add in the vanilla stabilizer to get color swirls in a drop swirl pattern. In theory, this should work. I've done this before with a butterbeer themed soap and it worked. So let's hope it works for this one too. Bottoms up. And let's see how fast it discolors. Some of them go pretty quick. And some of them take a while. Ooh.
Dice do not have faith in you.
The dice do not have faith in me. It's okay. I don't need the dice to believe in me. I believe in me. Mostly. And we're gonna add a little color stabilizer. And then we'll add some more color stabilizer. Scrape down our sides so all of that's incorporated, which I guess I can scrape down this guy too, for that matter.
I know, I gotta believe. If anyone knows the game reference, you're awesome. I don't have it. Sorry. Although I do appreciate that you speak in obscure references, because I definitely do too.
Yep. Yep, he does. And the last of the stabilizer.
I think I did one earlier tonight, didn't I?
Possibly.
I can still see you, Mini-Me.
And then with this layer, I'm going to add that cinnamon element in the form of the powder, which I can't get open. There it is. This also provides some grit, which feels really nice on the skin.
I mean, I kind of want to say Ace Attorney because, basically just because that's what I'm playing through right now, and I can totally see that being something either Phoenix Wright or Reading would say. Naruhodo. Why do you gotta give the main protagonist the most difficult to pronounce name?
Because it's fun. Okay. This seems to be setting up kind of quickly. So, in order to really get a good swirl in there, I'm going to use my hanger tool to deepen that swirl. All right. So that's that. We're gonna let this set up for a little bit as we check on our frosting. See if that's ready for us. But that's setting up quickly and nicely, so I think We're gonna do well. Oh yes.
All right, Abby, I give up. What is it? I don't know it. Wait a minute. Hold up. Is that Parappa the Rapper? That's my new guess. Parappa the Rapper.
Grim, every time I turn around, you're in the kitchen. Go to your pillow. Pillow, 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 pillow. I know you know where your pillow is. All right. So, we're going to make some drizzle Grim back to your pillow. You can't just touch it and walk away. Anyone who says that having a dog doesn't prepare you for kids, I'd like to argue that. I mean, I don't have kids yet, but the whole repeating yourself all the time thing, we've got that down.
Grim. Stay. Stay.
Stay. We're almost done, sweet boy. Almost. All right. Frosting's ready. Let's make some caramel drizzle. So we're gonna do 2 drizzles actually. We're gonna do a gold drizzle. And then a new color we have in is a copper. This is definitely warm Christmas vibes, whereas the winter candy apple is more of those cool Christmas vibes. Okay, and then
I'm getting the feeling she's not going to tell us. She's going to drive me nuts now. I'll never know.
I would say that it's already driving you nuts.
Yes.
So we mix up just oil and a little bit of mica to make our metallic drizzles.
Ooh, what do we got?
Riveting Kitten!
Riveting Kitten,
Welcome and thank you for the follow. We appreciate it so much. All right, we've got our gold drizzle. I'm gonna put it over here, or our copper drizzle, and here's our gold drizzle. Struggle bus?
Yeah.
We still have those other bags. Were those easier?
I'm gonna try a couple of different ways and see if.
Lay down in your bed. Grim. Sit. Oh, battery's running low.
What?
Sometimes it gets slightly unplugged. Okay. Gold drizzle is ready now. So we have gold and we have copper. These will be pretty.
That's definitely not unblocked.
Something somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Okay. While Zulu figures that out, I'm going to set up our piping bag with our small star tip. Pinch it all the way up. There. Give this a little mix so it's not too thick. And then we'll fill up our bag. Grim, I saw that. Go back to your pillow. That was
Grim,
very
come on.
sneaky, though. Come on. Go to your pillow. We were away for a couple of weeks, and since we've come back, Grim has been very needy. I understand, but we need to work on our skills again.
Okay. Come on, be a good boy.
Okay. Filling up the... I think we need to put out an incentive for him so he knows what's on the line. Want to grab him a cookie and show him? Go to your pillow and you get this, because he gets that.
Here, go to your pillow.
So he's got to stay there to get it.
Go to your pillow, you get this. Go on.
Oh, now we're running to our pillow.
Oh, okay.
We're going to stay there for a bit now, huh? Yes, Grim is being a bad boy and trying to walk into the soap area. Pillow. I know you're still on it, but you gotta sit there and then you get your treat.
Stay. He really wants to be in the kitchen with us, but he can't. It's not safe.
Yeah. He also wants to taste the soap. So Grim has tasted the soap. He is one of the few ones that has tasted the soap, and he nibbled on it a bit and then left it alone. So if the dog who will eat almost anything will not eat the soap, neither should you. He also tried to eat a bath bomb once. That was fun. He did not like that one either.
Almost like this stuff should not be eaten.
Huh, weird thought. Oh, great consistency. Look at it being frosting.
Beautiful.
Would you like to try piping again?
Sure.
Toss on some gloves because I'm not sure if there's nothing on this bag.
Okay.
Yours are right there.
This is now a tutorial session.
Yep. So Zulu's slowly learning how to pipe. It is a practice kind of thing. So I'm going to show him a couple. We've done straight piping and we've done French tip. I honestly think the star tip is easier than the French and the straight because the deep grooves in the side make it release cleaner. So we're going to go straight down. Mm-hmm. You may want to loop your hand just because it's heavy. Mm-hmm. Grim, go to your pillow.
Go. Or you don't get any more cookies. Go on, go to your pillow.
So straight down. Squeeze, watch it ruffle once, mm-hmm. let go of the pressure, and then lift.
Okay.
And it's nice and thick today, so it shouldn't slide out on its own. Ruffle once. Beautiful. Now this hand should do nothing but stabilize.
This is easy.
Yeah, I really like this tip. This is a good beginner tip.
Yeah.
Gotta let go before you lift. Makes a huge difference. Okay.
All right.
So, you want to do the next row of them? Just right
Sure.
in between those two.
I missed it. What she said? I missed it.
Grim. Pillow. Now make these a little taller. So do 2 ruffles. There. Your hand's pretty flat. It's time to bring it down. See how you're almost closed?
Mm-hmm.
And one more at the end.
Nice and thick. It should not slide. Oh my god. I didn't even think about it.
So we want to get a little more height on it. So stay right there. Don't go down.
Mm-hmm.
Squeeze. Beautiful.
This is easy. You should have started with this one.
I wanted you to respect the bag. Right, I'm doing the last one.
Fine.
Because it's mine.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in a full-on brat mode at the moment. Please forgive me. No. I don't see that being a brat mode.
So another thing you can do with this is you can kind of twist it a little.
Twisty.
It creates a different shape.
I really like this eggnog fragrance. We've had it in Sugar Scrubs, and it's amazing. And I'm so excited that it's in soap now.
So the next phase to learn is as you're first pulling up, you still hold, and then halfway up you release, and that gives you the really squatty point as opposed to the tall point. Just have so much. I'm gonna make it nice and fluffy. Beautiful. Okay.
Makes me thirsty.
So, we're gonna sprinkle on some of our cinnamon. Maybe it looks more like nutmeg than cinnamon, really.
Well, nutmeg is traditionally what you put on eggnog, so
That fits. All right, I'm gonna mix up my gold. I'm gonna pinch, tiny pinch. Just a tiny stream. So as this saponifies, it will create a slight drawback and create some more dimension. Because it will process the oil that's in it.
Abby, what's the game reference?
You're driving him crazy, Abby. I'm never gonna hear the end of it. You gotta tell him.
My official guess is Parappa the Rapper.
Well, this almost looks chocolatey.
Chocolate eggnog? I'm a little afraid of what that would taste like, honestly.
Why not? It's chocolate custard.
Amanda!
Ow! Stabby.
No standing.
But the bag stabbed me.
Oh, who thought of that?
The bag.
I know. So why are you getting mad at me?
I wasn't. More
Amanda, how are you doing?
nutmeg.
Good to see you. Do we have another one to make after this?
No, we're done after this.
Okay, I should find a raid then. I love giving the compliments, and I always tell the truth when doing so. Honestly, it makes my day better than receiving it. Thank you so much. Makes our day to hear it too.
That's right. This one's broken, so I just have to tap, 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 tap.
That being said, it would make my day even more if you would tell me what the video game reference is.
At this point, don't tell him. Just
I'm
let him go
sure that's
insane.
a foregone conclusion, but you know this is how wars start.
Doing well. Just went and picked up a bucket of veggies from the local farm. Ooh, tasty. Sounds quite nice. Right, and then I want sparkle. No, I don't want sparkle blue. I want this one. Lots of this glitter, and then to finally top it off, we're gonna add some snowflakes and holographic glitter. Did you just come back for your water bottle?
Yes.
Okay. Gently tilt. Oh, so gently. Gently set down and gently tilt the other way. So we can get plenty of snowflakes on top. Beautiful. Real subtle snowflakes, but they're so pretty. Hoist it up. You know I'm gonna lift it. All the snowflakes and pretties on there. So we have our eggnog soap, which will hopefully discolor the way we want it to. Rinse off the mixer before I forget, because I have been forgetting and it's been a pain. Then we have our beautiful fruitcake soap. And lastly, our winter candy apple. Yes. These all smell so good. Our house now officially smells like Christmas. We are very happy. These are all gonna saponify overnight. We'll demold them, and then we'll see how they're doing. We may be able to cut them tomorrow. We're gonna do a little bonus stream tomorrow painting skulls. We'll see if they're ready then. If not, we'll do a little stream on Thursday for the cut on these, because I'm very excited for the cut on all of these. But yeah. Ooh, arugula, azua, Swiss chard, kale, lettuce. Some of these I do not know. Fennel, radishes, spring onions, parsley root. Very nice. All sounds good. All right, so this is our Christmas collection. We just have one more of the Christmas collection to go, and that will be our mean one, which we will be making Sunday as part of our Streamiversary celebration. So if you're around, join us Sunday at 3 o'clock Central Time. We are going to be giving away a Falcon. We're going to, because we hit 500 today, we are going to be making a Falcon. Everyone who comes into chat, your color that you have chosen for your name, or if you haven't chosen a color, whatever color you appear as, will be added to a Falcon, making layers. And then at the end of stream, we are going to give it away to everyone who's still here. We are also going to make a community make soap. We're going to pick colors and fragrances and patterns and things like that. Then anyone, not everyone. Yeah. And then we'll only have one to give away. Well, everyone's eligible. We can give one away, but everyone is eligible to get it. Hopefully there's someone to go raid out to. We're also going to be announcing some new emotes that we're having worked on, which I've seen the preview of them. They're amazing, and I'm really excited. And then we'll have a couple other little announcements throughout the night or the day, however long we decide to go. We haven't really decided. Zulu's gonna make a soap. I may do a practice run on a crazy soap that we're gonna do for the Soap Challenge Club because I'm kind of terrified of it. But we shall see. We shall see indeed. But yeah. It's nice to be back to soap making. It's nice to be making new stuff. I like making bath bombs, but they're not as fun as the soap. Not nearly as fun. So it's nice to be back with the soaps, and it's nice to be back with all of you. Zulu, who are we raiding out to? Where are we going? What are we doing? Where are we going to say hi to? Who's gonna be like, oh god, it's them again? A date night in, Kyle. It's having their first stream-a-thon and making some Oktoberfest goodies. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Well, let's head on over there and see what they're up to, see what they're making, and maybe we can get some for ourselves. Oktoberfest goodies gotta be some fun there. All right, guys, thank you so much. Again, join us on Sunday. Oh, and join us tomorrow for some painting. Bye, guys.